yesterday we did 4A. We focus on setting up your classroom, on creating your topics, your modules, uploading your files, your content. And then today for 4B and 4C, we'll be focusing on grades, on setting up discussion, and assignments, setting up assignments. Okay, before we begin, let's have an icebreaker muna because it's so early in the morning. So let's stretch our body. So we'll have a gesture game. Okay. So what you'll do is you'll try to. We won't be using sign, of course. We don't expect you to know signs, but we'll be using gesture. So I will be gesturing, and then you will have to guess what the word is. Okay, so you could speak on your microphone what that word is. So, okay, so paunahan po ng pagsagot. So what is that word? Ito po yung gesture. Ano po yung word na yon?
Walk. Walking.
Yes, that's right. Tama po. Okay, second one.
Eating.
So what is that word?
Eating.
No.
Eating soup.
Tasting?
Ito po yung gesture ng eat. Yes, ito po ay right. Notice yung shape nung kamay ko. So parang nasa bowl. Okay, so ano naman, palit naman po tayo. Kayo naman po ang mag-gesture. Ako naman yung hula ng word. Okay, so can I ask everyone to please turn on yung kanilang microphone? Sorry, your camera. Okay. So as you can see, I have shared my screen there. So we have some words na lalabas po doon. And then you will try to create a gesture for those words. Okay, so how would you gesture this word? Any volunteer? May volunteer po. How about si Miss Marietta? Miss Marietta? Okay, sige. See, let's have Miss Amy po. Si Miss Amy is volunteering, I think. Can I see Miss Amy? There you go. Yes, Miss Amy. Okay, that could be. Pwede po yun. So that could be a gesture for man. How about this word? Miss Marietta? Mukhang pera po yung sinisenyos natin. Right. So mas possible po yon. Okay? Or pwede nyo parang dinodrawing nyo sa hangin, yung circle na shape, yung shape na circle. Okay? So yun po. Circle. How about, sino pa po ba ang nandito? Si Miss Isa. Miss Isa? Can I ask Miss Isa to turn on yung inyong video camera para po makita naman namin kayo? Okay, maybe Miss Lisa's camera is not working. Oh, there you go. Is that Miss Isa? Or I think it's Miss Jessica. Yes, Miss Jessica. Okay, Miss Jessica, let's have an exercise. Let's have a practice. Paano po natin i-gesture ang word na lizard? So let's have a gesture. Paano po natin i-gesture yung word na lizard? Miss Jessica, can you hear us? Opo, any idea po paano natin i-gesture yung word na lizard? It's okay. I think see Miss Jessica is still trying to connect with us via audio. Or how about this one? Fork. Yes, that's right. Pwede po yun, yung shape ng fork, right? So yung parang may mga tines. And then isusubo nyo. That's good. How about this one po? Yung word na ocean. I think we have a chat from Miss Jessica. Sabi niya, narinig daw niya tayo, pero um, well, I think her audio is fluctuating. So well, this is the gesture for ocean. So you have to make your gestures bigger. So signifying waves. Yes, right. Tama po. So yung waves, di ba, ganun yung parang takbo niya. So yung nakikita yung mga nagsusurf. Okay, how about this one? Bunk bed. Ano po kaya natin i-gesture ang bunk bed? Okay, pwede po yon. Parang double deck, no? That could be. Yes po. Okay, how about this one? Flower. Pwede po, right? Tama. Di ba parang yung inaamoy natin, yung bulaklak. Okay, that could be. How about this one? Yung pagtahol, no? Yung pagtahol ng dog. Okay, this is the last word. O, paano po natin ito i-gesture? Hippo. Yung hippopotamus. Yung may malaking bibig, no? Tama. Tapos yung may malalaking ngipin. Right. All right. So I hope, well, that's just a practice of some gestures. So I hope somehow na-energize po kayo. Okay, so we have a chat from Miss Isa saying, hello, I think I got a little problem with my camera, still trying to turn it on. Oh, it's okay, Miss Isa. No worries about that. Okay, so kumusta po yung ating Google Classroom from yesterday? Natapos po ba natin? Were we able to check our Google Classroom? To create your Google Classroom. I hope you were able to access yung inyong modules sa borderless Binild. So you could see we don't have anything yet in our workspace. Nakagawa na po ba tayo? Natapos po ba natin yung mga output expected yesterday? Okay. May concerns po ba tayo in terms of setting up yung Google Classroom? Si Miss Marietta has a chat. Sabi niya, na-submit niya na daw yung kanyang class code. Miss Marietta, nailipat po ba natin ang ating code dun sa ating borderless Binild?
Yeah, but not this one. I had the portal, I think, or I think it's the portal that I got into. But I
Sorry,
don't.
Miss Marietta, can you say that again? Pwede pong paulit.
Sorry. I think I submitted my class code at the yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look for under 4, module 4A.
Yeah.
Sa activities po ba natin
I
i-pinost?
think so. Oh.
Let's take a look. Okay, I think hindi pa po siya na-upload, Miss
Oh.
Marietta.
Okay. So I should. So I only submitted the class code but not the modules because I think once you have my class code you can open my module.
Yes,
Oh.
that's right po. Kasi once na makita natin yung class code nyo, yung course code, the other participants might be able to access yung inyong modules. So they could also take a look dun po sa inyong ginawang
Yeah.
module. Opo.
Maybe I'll do it again.
Pwede po natin
Yeah.
ilagay doon kung ano yung subject na itinuturo natin.
Yeah, I
Opo.
think that's where I put my class code. Yung doon may checklist yata.
Is it possible, Miss Marietta, that maybe you could share yung screen para po ma-check natin kung nasaan ninyo pinost yung inyong course code. Tingnan po natin. Pwede po natin ma-share yung screen.
Screen ng ano po?
Yung inyo pong screen ng computer po, naka-laptop po ba kayo?
Yes.
Yes po. So kung makikita nyo po sa ilalim ng Zoom,
Yeah.
meron po dyan na option na share screen. Yung
Yeah,
nakakulay
yeah.
green po. Opo.
Yeah, I already clicked it. And then what will I share?
Yung inyo pong kung saan po ninyo i-pinost yung inyong course code para po makita natin kung nasaan po siya. Then pwede nyo pong i-open yung inyong borderless Binild.
Yeah.
So it's borderless.benil.edu.ph.
Yeah. And I posted it under there are activities, checklist of activities. Oh, sorry, I have a hard time looking for my
Ma'am, ano niyo po? Borderlessbeniled dot yan.
borderless.
Ayan po.
Okay,
Click nyo po enter.
enter. Yeah.
So, cancel niyo lang po
Okay.
kasi nakalagin na kayo.
Yep. And and then I
Yan.
went to here.
Up, kung pwede po, i-full screen natin.
Oh,
I-maximize natin
thank
na.
you.
Thank you po.
Yeah.
Sa taas po, yan po. Sa
4A.
module 4A,
Yeah,
opo.
I
Right
click
po.
this one
Sa,
and then
I think,
I click this one. No, because I submitted already. That's why it's called here edit submission.
Okay.
baka po na ipasok natin sa ibang activity, sa ibang module.
Oh,
Bakit
here.
okay, okay po.
Is this correct?
I will check po ulit. Check ko po ulit. So let
I
me...
actually did the same with Ma'am Marietta. I just placed the code in that area also, in that field.
Okay, okay. Sige po, i-check ko po ang inyong mga posts.
Okay. So will I stop sharing?
Yes po, pwede na
Okay,
po tayo
thank you.
mag-stop share.
Thank you.
And we have some chat from... Okay, so wait lang po. Alright, ayan po. Ayan, nakuha ko na po, nakita ko na po. So meron na pong submissions for grading. Okay, sige po. So we have our two participants, si Miss Karen and Miss Marietta, who submitted their course code. All right, so we'll just wait for the other participants to complete this output. Okay, there are other concerns regarding Google Classroom. I think we have some from our chat. Oh, if I could ask, well, if I could ask a request, because well, it's challenging for me, no, to read yung inyong chat kapag may nakashare po na screen sa akin. So ang gagawin ko na lang po ay I will ask ang aking interpreter, si John and Nikki, to read those chat for me. Okay? So you have a chat from Miss Aimee. She's asking, where can I find the activities for 4A because I can only see the checklist. Yes, I think it's okay. I think think na doon yung pinasok yung inyong code. So, well, let me show you po kung nasan yung ating checklist. So, if you would go your activities, so if you would log into your borderless Benilde, you go to your module 4A, And then under Module 4A, you would see a heading there, Activities. And then meron po siya nakasulat na checklist for August 4. So when you click that one, so doon nyo po pwedeng submit. Okay, i-upload yung inyong mga submissions. Okay po? Right. And also just want to emphasize, I just want to remind all of you na your output for modules 1 to 6, or I think you're required to have output. You have until Friday, modules 1 to 4. I think it's in the syllabus, right? So that you have to make certain revisions for your syllabus. That's part of your output for module 1. And then we had output from yesterday. And then we have some more outputs expected that for this week. And I think you will have until Friday this week to complete all those output and upload that and submit it to us in order for you to be given your certificate. Okay. So kailangan po talaga natin pagtrabahuan yung ating mga output. So don't worry because we'll be sending you the link of the video yesterday, the session. And also remember po that yes, I think last Monday, you had the learning outcomes, the course learning outcomes. So whatever yung output natin for that one is connected to our day 2 session, and the output for day 2 is connected to our output for this day 3. So kumbaga, everything is building on each other. So every day po, so we have to really catch up to sa ating output. Until I think for today, we'll be working on the rubrics for our quizzes and assignments. So lahat po yan konektado. So if we are missing one output, then mahirapan po tayong ma-fulfill yung ibang outputs natin. Okay? So I hope, yun, just a reminder po sa lahat ng participants. Okay, so if you have like certain concerns for your in your Google Classroom, so you could click on yung maliit na question mark button, and then there's the Help Center, and then pwede nyo pong i-type dun sa search box yung inyong concern. Ito po yung para mga FAQs, mga frequently asked questions. So this could help you, or there's also a help community. So if you click on that one, and then type in yung inyong concern, and then you could get a lot of information from this Google Classroom community. So this might help you address certain concerns that you have in using the Google Classroom. Okay. I think we are expecting someone from Google Classroom Education Philippines to be with us on Friday. So if you have perhaps any questions related to that, related to your account, so that will be a good time. So we will have a guest, okay, from Google Classroom Philippines. Okay, so may questions pa po ba tayo or concerns before we move on to our session for today?
Okay, this is what we will be discussing today for modules 4B and 4C. We will be creating grade calculations, grade categories, yung weights and percentages also, tsaka creating assignments and discussions. So we'll do first yung creating the grade calculations, categories, weights, and percentages. So please refer to the syllabus that you have for your class. Yun po yung gagawin natin or gagamitin ninyo to set up the grade calculations, categories, weights, and percentages. Okay, so let's go to our demo Google Classroom. Diba naalala niyo po ito where we put our where we put our class details. Sa may bandang ilalim po niyan, if you scroll down, you will see a portion that says grading. Okay? And you will change yung overall grade calculation to depende actually sa inyo, total points, if that's how you grade, kunyari yung grade ng estudyante is for everything that they do in the whole course, or if it's weighted by category, which is quizzes is ilang percent, etc. So depending on your syllabus. Now, you can turn on this switch on or off if you want to show the overall grades to your students. So dito na tayo, we will add grade categories. So for example, in my syllabus, in the class that I teach, diba, meron akong online participation, which is 15%. Quizzes, sabihin na natin 20%. Let's say we give them a project and it's, ano ba, 15% also. And then, so meron pa tayong 50% na natitira. So essays will be 20%, and then the exam will be, example lang, the remaining 30%. So this is just an example. You will create yours according to how you have grades sa syllabus. And you'll be able to see that it totals up to 100%. Kasi yung remaining niya, 0% na lang. So, you can place whatever it is that you have. Kung if you have a midterm test or final test, magkahiwalay pa yon. For example, if you have a midterm project or a final project, magkahiwalay, then yon. This is cumulative, bale. Yung pag-compute ng grades. Now, since we placed all of that, we will click save. Okay. And let's go to classwork. So alam na natin na nandun na yung ating grades, diba? So what I'll ask you to do is right now, open your Google Classroom, yung the one that you gave us the code for, and create the grade categories and percentages for the class that you set up. Okay, mabilis na mabilis lang to. We'll give you time to set that up. And then, so, John, pasign na lang. And then maybe when you're done doing this, you can either yung click the thumbs up reaction to let us know that you're done, or type in the chat na you're done, or pwede ring buksan nyo yung audio ninyo to let us know that you are, and sabihin nyo sa amin that you're finished. Okay? Also, for the participants, if you're done, yung icon pala for the react ng like is nandyan sa may baba, katabi ng share screen at record. So from Miss Isa is done. Yung iba, hindi pa. Sige, parang hindi pa. I will give you a few more minutes to get that done. Miss Amy also messaged that she's done. Si Miss Karen also done. Okay, very good. Okay na po ba lahat? How about Miss um okay. Sige, so you're all done. Si Miss Marietta ba natapos? Okay, so you're all done with creating the grades? Ano nawala? Okay, sige. Nawala siya. Anyway, ayan na, ayan ulit. Si Miss Marietta is back.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, my
Are
batteries.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a question, ma'am. Kasi in my in the classroom, I click the marks setting, marks button, but I couldn't find the categories.
Okay. Sige, sige miss. Balikan po natin ha. Wait lang. Okay, let's go here. So, di ba yung settings, bali yung gear na icon, yun ang i-click nyo.
Okay.
And then, under the grades, nasa add category siya.
Okay. So it should be the setting that I should click first, not the marks.
Yes po.
Thank you.
And then, just add grade category as required. Okay? Yan. So, yung parang gear dyan, yan yung settings button natin. And that's where you will find kasi your class details, where you can edit your class details. Sa ilalim yan yung grading. And then just press the add grade category button as needed.
Okay, remember po natin that because this is cumulative, that it should total exactly 100%. Okay, so if notice po natin, no, if mag-exceed yung ating percentages sa ating category, yung remaining natin nagiging red, so nagiging negative. So that means lagpas na po ng 100. So dapat yung remaining po nakita natin ay 0%. Okay na po tayo sa grades.
Okay, so okay na tayo? Tapos na po tayo dyan? Sino na ba? Miss Jessica is finished. Miss Amy is finished. Miss Karen is finished. Oops, nawala ulit si Miss Marietta. Na-disconnect siguro. Anyway, sige. We move on to the next part, which is creating assignments. So how do you make assignments in Google Classroom?
Sorry again.
That's okay po. Understood naman. Okay, so we'll go to creating assignments. I'll show you how it's done. Okay, ito tayo. So, sinave na natin tong ating category, no? And sa ating demo art app class, we go to, sorry, classwork. And then, I already set up, if you see homework here na dalawa, pero you can go here, yung create assignment, or it can also be a quiz assignment, or you can create a question, which we will use later for the discussion. Pero ito muna, let's create an assignment, and let's say you have homework. You can give them an essay or a reporting homework, or if you need them to do an artwork, you can let them know, and then just make sure na in your settings nakalagay for which class and then all students. Now, for example, we will give an homework na essay. Let's say lang, essay. Number 1. And then in optional, but you can give instructions. Read, for example, ito nga, read the article and complete this assignment. So whatever your instructions are, you can place it there. Kung meron ba kayong at least 500 words, may word count ba kayo, meron ba kayong expectations for the essay, yon. And you can also include guide questions. Yan. And then you can also add a link or a file in case lang na, kunyari, you want them to read an article nga, di ba? So you can copy the link of your article and add it. Yan, link. Add your link. Yan. So that it's easy for your students to access. Now, how will the students submit? You have to create now maybe a form. Let's say this is how you want them to submit. No, you create a form. And then the description can be the same as the description that you placed in Google Classroom for your essay. And then, lagyan nyo file upload. So beside doon sa question, you can do file upload and then let the respondents upload files. Okay, so kunyari the question can be, okay, let's say, ito yung tanong, what are your thoughts on the article, for example? Okay. And then, you can turn on yung inyong setting to allow only specific file type. So example for me, I only will allow a document. Kasi hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-essay using a spreadsheet or a video or audio clip or image, di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng mag-submit ng essay as a presentation. So document lang ang i-check ko. And let's say, ang aking maximum number of files na pwede nilang isubmit, isa lang. Isa lang talaga dapat. Now, for the maximum file size, I suggest you place it at, well, depende. Pero, just place, halimbawa, 1 gig kung kaya, no? Kasi minsan, kung ano-anong pinaglalagay ng mga estudyante. Well, depende. If it's just, if you need videos, then 10 gig, for example. But, unfortunately, because we are using mga personal natin na Google Forms or Google accounts, then the limit for us is at 1 gig. So 1 gigabyte. So we will make it 1 gigabyte. And then, okay. Pag natapos na, diba? Okay. Lagyan natin yung title. Okay, so okay na siya. Okay. Let's close that and then we need to refresh later. Pero lagay muna natin sa grade category over on the right side of the screen. You want to put a grade for it. So let's say the essay is there and for this particular essay, you will give a grade of ilang points ba? Sabihin mong for this essay, you'll give 100 points na perfect. And let's say the due date is for Friday. Let's say Friday is the due date. At kailangan makasubmit bago mag midnight. So 11:59 p.m. Okay, so and then let's put a topic which is linked to your Google Classroom. And then if you have a rubric for your essay, you can add that here. But if not, straight grading, walang problema. Ganyan lang din. Now, you will click assign if you want to post it now. Schedule if you want to schedule it at a later date, or draft if you're just if you're not done with that particular homework. Now, what will this look like kapag sa estudyante? So, papadala ko kay Nikki and Nikki will again show you how it looks like for a student. Sige. So pag nakita nyo, di ba yung essay number 1, pag kinlik, pupunta dyan, add file. So, they can drag files. So si Nikki as a student, me po as a student, will show you how it looks like in the student perspective. So Anna will stop her share screen. And then I will share my screen. Oops, sorry. Pagpasensyahan nyo na lang po yung maraming email na makikita nyo. So, ito po yung itsura ng makikita ng estudyante ninyo. So, for example, nagpadala sa akin ng homework si Ana. Ito po yon, new assignment essay number 1. Ito pong mga iba nyo nakikita na galing kay Ana, testing lang po yan. Dito po muna tayo. So, as a student, they will click that. Okay? So, nakalagay na my teacher posted a new assignment in this particular class. Nakalagay ko anong subject. And it's due on August 7th. So, I will open it. And when I open it, it will lead me to the Google Classroom. So, click lang. It will lead me to the Google Classroom. Okay. And it leads me, may paalala pa na it adds or creates the files for classwork. So let me just X that. So it leads me to this. I will, kunyari as a student, I will read the article first. So I will click what is art na article. So magbubukas siya in a separate window or a separate tab. So kunyari nabasa ko na yan. And then I will give the essay. So I will click essay. And then, okay, so yan na. Ito na pala yung, this is how it will look like for the student. So let's say I will add a file. Sige, maghahanap po ako ng, let me open my Word document. So example lang po, ay, sorry, wait lang po magbubukas lang po ako ng Word file. Or Ana, can I just select something? Kunyari, ano na lang. Kunyari, so select files from my device. Kunwari na lang kung ano man. And then, let me just, on my desktop, I have, let's see. Ito na lang. Okay. Let's say, okay, something that, so I will choose and then open, tapos nandyan na siya. And then, don't forget to click dito sa ilalim, upload. So it's going to upload my article and then it's there and then the student will have to click submit. Pag na-submit na ng student, okay, so okay na response recorded na. So I'm going to stop sharing and then Anna will show you what it looks like kapag nakapag-submit na yung student and how you will grade. So stop share.
So if you open yung class nyo ulit, yung inyong Google Classroom, so you click on your classwork, well, click on your grades, and then okay, so again, you go to your classwork, may makikita kayo doon, well, it says there 0 turned in, meaning wala pang nagsasubmit. Supposed to say there's one that has been turned in kasi nag-submit na si Nikki, yung ating student. Maybe Nikki could check again. Yes, so that's the file. Let's check on that. Okay, let's say for example, yeah, I think it went to the Google Drive.
Sorry. If I can just explain na it was actually, sorry, it was explained to us yesterday na medyo mabagal ngayon si Google kasi parang lahat ng classes and lahat ng schools all over the world nagmamigrate to Google Classroom. Parang ngayon lang nila naisip lahat. So the servers daw talaga are very slow ngayon.
Okay, so I think this assignment went to our Google Drive. So let's check on that one. So yes, it went there because it's connected there. And then if you click on that one, so yes, we could see it inside our Google Drive. And you have Nikki's name there, the student's name will appear. And then once you read it, then you could input the grade of your student. If you want to add some comments or feedback dun sa output nila, you could also do qualitative feedback. And then, yeah, so this feedback is just between you and the students. So you could say, okay, Nikki, you did a great work with your assignment, and so on and so forth. Another is that they, they could also do like forms. You could do Google Forms for your essays, for your quiz. Let's say, because normally in our Google Forms, if we use that one, very limited lang yung capacity niya. I think it could only accommodate about 500 words. But if you want like really lengthy essays, like more than 1,000 word, then they have to use a separate file and then upload it instead of using Google Form. All right. Okay, so now it's a time for you to practice. Um, what we could do is, well, you create an assignment and then have a file submission. It could either be any of the following: essay, artwork, report, presentation. So this is a practice, so application na po tayo of what we have learned on how to create assignments. Okay, so we could have 10 minutes for this practice. Let's begin. Are there any questions po? Okay, if you have like any questions or concerns, Okay, so can we have 5 minutes more to complete this task?
Hello. Hello, sir. Hello. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm stuck with this. Um, I am already in the assignment room. I already had this title assignment on social work concepts, and I wrote in the instruction like please read the book of Thelma Lee Mendoza, pages 1 to 11, and answer the following questions. So where can I type in my questions? You say questions. It says here in the instruction add the files, but I don't have the file in it. Would I type the question separately and then add it later?
Well, if you have, kung mahaba po yung inyong guide questions, pwede po
Yes.
siyang separate file. Pero kung maikli lang naman po, you could add that dun sa inyong description. So pwede niyo po siyang isama sa description.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so how are you all doing? Nakagawa na kayo ng mga homework?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here for file submission. I clicked create, and then the next step would be click forms. So where can I find the forms, please?
Sige po. Okay. So dito po sa ating classwork, what you do is, so let's do this again, ha? So, dyan po sa create, di ba
Yes.
yan, forms. And then when
Forms.
you click that,
So to material, I will click the material. No?
hindi po,
Create. I couldn't find the forms. Sorry.
maybe share screen ulit si Miss Marietta so we can all see.
Yes.
Kaya po? Yan, okay. Sige, pa-maximize na lang po. Palakihan po ng screen. Okay, Ana.
So I'm in classwork. Then I have to
Apo.
this create.
Okay,
And
so
then
create. Tama po, create.
yes, yeah,
Click and then assignment.
assignment.
Yes, click and then
Okay,
put a title.
title. Yeah. Oh,
Okay lang po.
okay.
Okay, and then,
My instruction.
okay, yes, you may please place your instructions. And then,
Okay.
um,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, and then,
Add.
wala kayong i-add na file, ma'am?
Wala,
Okay lang
wala
yan?
po, wala.
Okay, sige.
Okay.
Okay. So, go to create. Click
Yes, here.
create. Yes.
Okay.
And then forms.
Forms.
Yes. And then, wait lang po. Okay. And then, sige. What you do is, yung, you can place there, please submit your files here.
Here in the form description.
No, in the pwede po sa form description or dyan sa question, pwede.
Okay. So
And
please submit your answer here.
Opo. And then, dun sa katabi, yung nakalagay na multiple choice,
Yes.
drop down menu, click that, and then go to file upload. Yes.
Yep.
Click that, and then continue.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
then,
Here.
you can turn that on. So what kind of file do you want them to submit? Yes, document. One
Okay,
file only. Okay. 1 gig.
Okay.
In case students make a mistake and because that is the size of your
Yes.
parang Google Drive.
So would the students edit their answers after the submission? No more?
So if the students want to edit their answers.
Yes.
Oh, you said kasi that they can only submit one file. So you can make it two so that they're allowed to submit a second version of their work.
Okay. Okay.
Oo.
Thank you. Yes. So that's the advantage of having two
Yes.
files. But we
Apo.
have to explain it to the students. Okay, so
Yes,
then I
yes
will
po.
file upload.
Okay,
After
then you're
this?
going to save it. It's an automatic save, actually. Yes.
Okay.
Oo. Go back up. Sa taas po ng page na yan. There,
Okay, this one.
you place title. Kasi nakalagay untitled form, di ba?
Yes.
So you place a title. Okay, so there.
Okay.
Okay, and then Sorry. And then, I missed that, Anna, again.
I can't
Okay.
open.
From the part, naglagay ng title, and then after the title, you have to also change the untitled form. Nakita niyo po yun dyan sa taas?
Yes, this one.
Yes po, oo.
Okay.
Yan, okay. Click nyo lang yan, untitled form. And then, makita nyo, send.
Okay.
Tama ba?
This one.
Send?
Okay. Yes.
Sorry. Don't click
Oh.
send pala. Sorry. You don't need to do that because it will send it automatically in your Google Classroom. So go back to your classroom. If you go back to your classroom,
Yep.
yung katabi na tab, yan. Give it some time. It will rename itself or baka
The
i-refresh.
untitled form. This untitled form.
Lagay niyo po muna dito sa side. If you can see the menu on the side, if you need to put a due date, kita niyo po. So
Okay.
it's for,
Here. Yep.
yes, if you need to put a due date, when is the due date for that? If there is a time, if you want it submitted during a particular time, pwede rin po. Okay, so 11:59 p.m. example.
Okay.
Can you go to mark category?
Mark category. Yes. Here.
Ayan po. Yes po. You might also want to, sa drop down, nakalagay no category. So where do you want to place it under?
Essay.
Okay, essay. And then 20 points. Okay. And then as okay, and then topic. May topic po ba yan? Does it fall under a particular topic? Which module
Yes.
does it fall under? Okay. So
Module 3.
click. Okay. And then that's it, naka-save na siya.
Okay.
Click assign and then click assign. Okay, click assign. After you click assign, if you go back, ayan na siya. You'll be able to see it there.
Okay. Yes, here.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for this one-on-one.
Okay po.
Ma'am Nikki.
And then si Miss Ana po yun, ano lang ako,
Miss Ana,
boses lang
Miss
po.
Ana, and Mr. Chan, Sir Chan. Thank you so much. Okay.
May other participants also who need help? About the other participants? Or were you able to do your homework already? Nakalagay na kayo? Ang tahimik. Sa chat, sabi ni Miss Karen, yes po. Okay. Are you done? Sige po. So, since nakita nyo, di ba, ginradan po ni Ana, so you saw how it was for me as a student to accept the assignment, and then si Ana graded my assignment and gave me a comment. I will share with you how it looks like. Oo. From your students' perspective, pag nakuha na nila yung grade ninyo at yung comment. So, I will share my screen. So, si Anna will have to stop sharing her screen first. Okay, I will share my screen. And then, so ito po yung itsura ng screen ko. And so a student, kunyari as a student, this is my class. And then I will go to classwork kasi that's what I've done already. And then makikita ko na there is a comment. Ay, sorry, wrong. Ano bang yun? Essay 1. So I will go there kasi na-submit ko na view assignment. And it will show here that yan, yung sinabi ng aking teacher na great work. And then I can also type in thank you teacher or thanks ma'am or if I have any other questions. And then one thing for a student that you might want to tell them, meron kasing to-do list yan. So if as a student they want to see a list of the things that they still have to complete, it's there. But if for example tapos na, so what I will do is my assignment that I already submitted, I will put it as mark as done. So that if I go back to my to-do list, wala na siya dyan. Kasi na-done na siya. So this is how it looks like for the students. So Anna is asking, is that clear? Okay. Clear naman yon. Is there anything else? Okay, sige. Now we go on to the next, which is creating discussions. Okay. So if, for example, it's difficult for internet connectivity kung in your locality, pwedeng discussions yung means ninyo for interaction in your class. So what we will do is we will go back to our Google Classroom. And then again, click create. And then ang i-click natin this time is question. And then you can place your discussion question there. Okay, and then pwedeng short answer kasi hindi naman pwedeng multiple choice. So, is there a need for instructions for instructions? So, example lang that if you want to have a discussion about a particular artwork or a particular article, you can again add a link to that here. Yan. And then, sa grade category, you can place it as online participation since it's more or less parang recitation. And then if there is a due date and time. Okay, and let's say the topic will be under Introduction to Art Appreciation. So you can either, it depends if you want them to be able to comment on each other's answers. And then if you will allow them to edit their answers, so you can check these options dito. If you don't want them to edit their answers, pwede rin naman, parang touch move. Okay, and then ask, you tag the bot. You can again click ask, ibig sabihin automatic posting, schedule for a different date, and then save draft if you're not done composing your question for this. So in my case, I am asking already. And lalabas yan dyan. So Nikki now will show how it looks like. So wait lang po. Okay. Sa akin po, ganito ang itsura. Okay, so for me, as a student, I will go back to, kiklik ko lang parang i-refresh in case lang may concerns. So I will go to, lalabas kaya yan sa to-do ko, Ana? Yan. Pwedeng diretso sa to-do yung student para makita nila kung how they are, oh, I have a discussion pala that I can, that I have to reply to. Or they can do this, yung art appreciation class, go to the class and then, classwork, ayan, makikita nila sa stream or sa classwork. But it's a good reminder for teachers to inform our students to always look at the to-do part of their classes para talagang na-check nila, tapos na ba ako, hindi pa, ano pa yung hindi ako tapos, and don't forget to mark as done when they're done with a particular task. So kunyari, posted a new question and then ang tanong was, what is your first reaction to this artwork? So I will type my answer. Sorry. Hindi po sa hindi po sa class comments dito po, sa type your answer. So yan, tapos turn in. Submit answer, okay, turn in. Yan, and then I've already submitted my answer. And then let's say, I can also see the answers of my other classmates. So yan. Maganda rin siguro to para no copying answers. Remember si Ana po kanina, naglagay na you can have your students reply to each other or not. Ako personally, what I do in my class, because I want them to interact with each other, in the instructions, ang sinasabi ko is, you type your answer to this question and you have to reply to 2 of your classmates. So when I give them a grade, pero mas trabaho lang ho kasi titignan ninyo isa-isa yun eh. But when I give them a grade, it's based on their answer and their reply to the answer of their other classmates. Just to make sure that they're reading the answers of their other classmates and that they're interacting. Kasi nga hindi tayo face-to-face. So ito na yung parang pinaka-interaction na pwede nating ibigay among our students with each other. So, yan po itsura. And then Anna is saying also, please remember to give feedback during your orientation, to still remind them na kahit na online ito, there is still a particular behavior that is expected of them, particular decorum. So walang mag-chat ng insults, walang magpo-post ng mga pabalang na sagot, etc. So now, as a teacher, makikita natin na, oy, may sumagot na sa ating discussion. So Nikki turned in her answer And then there it is. Okay, and I can give now I can give a grade for that. Okay? And then I can also reply. Now,
Okay, so again, you could give a feedback alongside the grade and then send it back to the student. And then, yes, so at the same time, parang yung sa assignment po natin kanina, so you could send back to the student both the numerical grade as well as your qualitative feedback to them. Okay, just wait a minute po at so it's not assignment. Okay, so it's a question for discussion.
So are we finished?
Okay, so okay na po ba tayo? How's everyone doing paggawa ng discussion natin? Okay, so Miss Marietta is done. How about si Miss Karen? How are we doing, Miss Karen? All right, good job, very good. Miss Isa, Miss Isa is also done. All right, very good. Okay, so this will be our assignment for this afternoon session. So for this afternoon session, you are to create at least 2 assignments and discussions with instructions. So it should be linked to the course that you have created, okay, to the actual course that you have created. Remember the output from yesterday? And also, I hope that you were able to enroll some students, maybe your co-participants in your classroom. And then you have to create at least 2 discussions with instructions as well, and then configure grading and feedback in the assignments and discussions, and then post 3 threads, okay, or replies in the discussions. And then later on in the afternoon, we will again proceed at around by 2 o'clock p.m. Okay, so we will continue. Um, Okay, so maybe our lecture for this afternoon will only be 1 hour. Maybe from 2 to 3, we will have a lecture. And then from 3 to 4, we will have your sharing. So 2 to 3, okay. So, well, supposedly po kasi, yung ating morning session, well, it's just 1 hour lecture and then 1 hour sharing. But because we covered a lot of topics for this morning, so we had 2 hours of session. In the afternoon, we will only have 1 hour, which will basically more on the sharing for your output. So hopefully we will be able to finish earlier than usual. So instead of finishing 4 o'clock, we might finish at 3 o'clock. So you could have enough rest. Okay? I hope it is clear po with everyone. Don't worry because we will be sending you again the link for the recording of this particular session. And yeah, we will be emailing it to you and then as well as for the afternoon session. So this will be done in the afternoon session po. Okay. Saglit lang po. Okay, so I'll see you all again at 2 o'clock. if I could request everyone to maybe turn on your cameras, your video, because we need to take a class photo for our documentation.
Candy, if you can turn off the YouTube,
Okay,
please.
so let's wait for the live streaming